best AI agent in the world took a test made entirely of real work. Not Math Olympiad questions, real work. Send the invoice, update the CRM, don't break the refund policy. It failed more than half of it. And the model that came in first place isn't even one model. On July 6, 2026, Artificial Analysis ran an independent leaderboard on Zapier's Automation Bench, not a quiz, a simulation, 657 tasks across 40 real apps, Gmail, Sheets, Slack, Salesforce, Zendesk, Jira, HubSpot, 12,000 rules the agent has to satisfy, and only 50 turns to do it in. Here's the full board. Claude Fable 5 wins at 48.6%. Opus 4.8 is 0.1 points behind. Gemini 3.5 Flash and GPT 5.5 both land in the low 40s. And the best open weights model on the planet, GLM 5.2, completes 27.8%. Every single frontier lab loses more real business tasks than it wins. But look closer at that number one spot, because it's not what it looks like. Artificial Analysis found that Claude Fable 5 quietly routes to Claude Opus 4.8 on roughly 18% of tasks through Anthropic's own fallback classifier. So the model that tops this leaderboard isn't one model doing the job. It's two models relaying almost one time in five, reported to you as a single score. Strip that away, and you don't know what Fable 5 alone would have scored. Nobody publishing Claude wins tells you that part. Break it down by department, and the story gets worse. Finance tasks, the ones with the strictest, least forgiving rules, get completed about 33% of the time, across every model tested. Support and operations tasks land near 60%. Same agents, same architecture, wildly different reliability because the job itself is harder, not because anyone's model is smarter. Then there's the part that should worry anyone running these agents unsupervised. Guardrail violations. Even the best model in the field, Gemini 3.5 Flash, still breaks a business rule about once every 15 completed objectives. Qwen 3.7 Plus breaks one more often than it completes a task at all. This is with a human-built rulebook of 12,000 explicit checks. Turn an agent loose on your actual CRM with none of that scaffolding, and you're trusting it on vibes. And the price you pay has almost nothing to do with how often the job gets done right. The cheapest models here: DeepSeek V4, Gemini 3.1 Flashlight, Qwen 3.7. Plus, run under 5 cents a task. Opus 4.8 at max settings runs $1.50. That's a 30x spread in cost for a completion rate spread that tops out under 50%. You can pay 30 times more and still be flipping a coin. Here's the part that breaks the "just let it think longer" assumption. GPT 5.5, on its highest reasoning setting, burns 49 tool calls and 25 turns per task. Opus 4.8 does the same job in 35 tool calls and 14 turns, and still scores higher. More turns, more tool calls, more compute spent, and a worse result. Effort is not the same thing as reliability. Every one of these models already tops a different leaderboard. Math, coding, reasoning puzzles. Those scores are real. They're not the same test as can this thing be trusted to run your business without a human reading every action. That test didn't exist in a standardized, independent form until 3 weeks ago. Put it together, and here's what the first independent real-work benchmark actually shows. The best AI agent alive still fails the job more often than a coin flip gets it right. The model wearing the number one badge is quietly two models, and the price tag you pay tracks almost nothing about whether the work gets done or done safely. None of that shows up in a benchmark that only asks a model to answer a question. For 2 years, the entire industry graded these models like a school exam. Zapier graded one like a boss would. Did the work get done? Did you break anything doing it? And what did it cost me? By that grade, Most of what gets marketed as an autonomous agent still isn't ready to run unsupervised. The leaderboards are about to get a lot more honest, and a lot of state-of-the-art claims are about to get a lot more embarrassing.